how to get started with data science and TensorFlow.js. The reason that I'm qualified to give this video is that I've been doing this for the last year and a half. It all started when one of my friends, who's a partner of mine, he started joining workshops on data science for decision makers, and it was a sort of a high level overview of the workshop. Very good workshop, I learned so much. And then I started learning about TensorFlow.js, looking at the code samples on the website, the TensorFlow.js examples. I'll leave it in the description below. The trouble with a lot of the examples in TensorFlow JavaScript is that it's a very in-depth. You're immediately exposed to a lot of terms and buzzwords that don't really make sense altogether. Each part in itself can take a lot of studying, mathematics, learning. So the way that I started to learn about how the machine learning models worked in the TensorFlow is I spent a lot of time looking at the API and playing with small examples to get into my head what was going on under the hood. The tensors are actually another API on top of JavaScript, and it runs a lot of code in the GPU using shader language. So to really understand what goes on with there, you have to step through and debug things in the browser. I've got another thing that I use to teach myself and I teach my students called TensorFlow Playground. I'll leave it in the description. So when you're coming along to machine learning models, you'll see a lot of stuff like activation function, sigmoid, ReLU. A lot of these terms you'll have to just stop there and go to like Wikipedia or YouTube videos and watch several videos on what a sigmoid function is, what an activation function is, ReLU function, what stochastic gradient descent. You have to spend a lot of time adding to this knowledge so that you can have a comprehension. You see, machine learning, data science is not like web development, where web development you can sort of imagine a level playing field and you can sort of understand anything at one point, jump into it and learn it. Whereas machine learning is sort of like a vertical tower of knowledge. It's very hard to start jumping in here to understand unless you understand everything below it. So you want to find the smallest parts and start from the bottom and build off knowledge and build yourself up and up. And it's sort of like rough casting a wall. If you ever watch these builders, they put the cement up in the wall, they get the rough cast, they throw it at the wall, a whole bunch of stones fall down but some of it sticks. It's a bit like that with machine learning, at least for me. And then you have to keep throwing things again and again, and more of it will stick to you. And the more you understand, the more you can comprehend the greatness of the problem. So for example, convolutional neural networks, so many different concepts and theories, but you have to sort of understand each one of them well before you can understand what is going on in convolutional neural network, how you can put images in and come up with categories at the other side. Another thing that's important to do is to do projects with the community. So when TensorFlow.js was first launched, actually it was called DeepLearn.js, I started a Discord community for TensorFlow, and that's a group of people that were just learning TensorFlow.js at the time, and that was grown to around 700 users. Now I have a team of staff helping me to run it, and I go on there to Discord to learn, talk to people, ask questions, and there's a few projects. So we have Space Invaders bot that we're doing, and we're looking at potentially generating news websites using GANs, Generated Adversarial Networks. And if you've got a cool project you want to do in TensorFlow.js, you're welcome to ask me as the owner of the server we have a channel for your open source project. It's going to be open source and have other people join in the journey. So it's good to learn machine learning on the journey yourself. So yeah. Also, one of the motivations for me why I learned machine learning is that it sort of future-proofed my business, because they say a lot of jobs can be automated with machine learning, so why not just make sure I know as much about machine learning as possible so that I stay relevant to the market. And the good news now is that I can now offer companies, from conception to delivery, artificial intelligence machine learning projects. So if you're interested in that, you're welcome to get in touch. So I hope that helped you guys that are thinking of starting this long process. But if it's helpful, please leave a comment below, subscribe, hit a like, See you later. Bye.